from county officials. 3 Pinellas County shelters are now at capacity. Those are Largo High School, Leelman Innovation Academy, and Palm Harbor University Building 19. There are still shelters available, though. County officials want you to know 11 shelters are still accepting people, but the time is now, as you keep hearing, to go to those shelters and evacuate if you plan to. Guys, back to you.
Some good information there. And yeah, we are standing by waiting to hear from the Pinellas Emergency Operations Center, so hopefully we can ask them some more questions about those shelters. Kaylee Tracy reporting for us. Thank you.
Yeah, the power of wind and storms. We were talking about it earlier. I remember that crane that was bent like a wire hanger from Superstorm Sandy in New York City. I mean, it doesn't take much for those cranes to become dangerous. Yeah. To our north, Pasco County, not out of the woods yet.
And Charlie Belcher's at the Emergency Operations Center, where officials are monitoring Milton's movements. Hey, Charlie, good morning.
Good day to you, Jennifer. Yeah, excuse me, absolutely. Level 1, as they say at the Emergency Operations Center, means all hands on deck, basically, and they're on a 24 on, 24 off schedule right now, and there's representatives from all different municipalities that make up the county, as well as utilities and different services, and they are all literally plugged in, going through briefings and Zooms meetings with Tallahassee, and just want to make sure the messaging is correct right now, and want to make sure they're in the right place to render aid when it is necessary. Just a couple of weeks ago, Hurricane Helene, with that massive storm surge, we were here when they were doing water rescues over off Hudson Beach and up and down west of 19 throughout Pasco County. They know they're going to have to do that again. And I know that that landfall has shifted to the south, but it's such a big storm. There's going to be so much rain falling. There's going to be definite high winds. There's going to be localized flooding. The messaging here has not changed. Andrew Fossa, Emergency Management Director, says the message is the same.
Evacuate. We're still going to get surge from this storm, but now we're going to get wind. So these damaged mobile homes, these damaged structures, they're not going to be safe to stay in. Please heed our warning. Use Go Pasco. Use Uber. It's a free ride from both of them. Get you to a shelter and be safe.
At what time is that too dangerous to do? At what point have you waited too late to evacuate?
So I'm thinking around between 4 and 5 today. We're going to start seeing winds and bands come through, and when that happens, Go Pasco stops working. Uber's going to probably shut down, and the citizens that did not evacuate are going to be stuck in their residence.
So you see right now, I mean, the weather will continue to deteriorate. Little rain right now, little breezy, gusty. So if you did have to make that last minute decision, now is the time to do it. They're especially worried about people in mobile home parks. A lot of mobile home parks in Pasco County, and they're just worried about them withstanding the winds and the rain and the localized flooding that's going to happen. So if you're in one of those areas and you know where you live, you know what happens there, if you're on the fence at all, definitely go to a friend's house on higher ground or go to one of the shelters that they have open here. I will tell you that all of the shelters in Pasco County are pet friendly. Now that does mean dogs and cats. That doesn't, hamsters and exotic pets and stuff like that, and that's an argument for another time, but the rules are the rules, and it's dogs and cats. But they will all accept dogs and cats, and we've got more than 4,000 people already in shelters throughout Pasco County. If you've got to get there, now is the time. Sandbag locations are closing at noon, so I mean, we're at a little after 11:20. I mean, if you haven't done that by now, you've got a half an hour, not much time left, really, to be honest. Hopefully, your plans are in place. You are where you were going to be to ride out this storm, and don't let that shift to the south give you a look. Can you be relieved that it's not going to come in Newport Richey off the coast? Yes, we now know.